Hi, Vicky here. I've got a great one for you today. This session will include a nice long warm up, then we'll work from low to high. We'll top it off with some warrior sequences, and then an easy, gentle wind down at the end to top it off. So grab your mat, no props needed today, and let's get started. Right, take a nice easy pose on your mat. Bring those legs into a comfortable cross. Roll the shoulders back a few times. Those hands sit palms up on the knees. Sit up tall but not rigid here, and just let the eyes gently close. Just gonna take a moment to settle in here. Just about 5 to 7 breath cycles here. Just noticing the breath. Letting everything slow down a bit. And settling in, preparing for our practice today. Let breath come in through the nose, and then back out through the nose. Notice how the body expands with the inhale. Relaxes and releases with the exhale. 2 more cycles. And again, inhale in through the nose. And this time exhale through the mouth. Let it go. So you complete your exhale with those eyes gently open. You can turn those hands palms down on the knees and start by warming up the neck just by looking out over that right shoulder. And back around front, and then take a look out over the left shoulder. Release to front. Allow the chin to come down towards the chest, stretch the back of the neck. Lift the chin all the way up towards the ceiling. Return to center. This time drop that right ear down towards the right shoulder, stretching the side of the neck here. Inhale, lift, and then release the opposite way. Left ear towards the left shoulder, letting the ear come down, let the shoulder up. Come back to center. And a couple rounds of rainbow breath here. Inhale, lift those arms all the way up, lift the gaze. Exhale, lower the arms, lower the gaze. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Come back to center. Roll the shoulders up, pull them down. Lift the shoulders, pull the shoulder blades together. Lift, pull, 2 more. Lift and pull. 1 last one. Lift those shoulders way up towards the ears, and then release them all the way down. Pull those shoulder blades together. All right, relax there for a moment. Bring those arms up to the side, stretch them all the way out, open the chest up, and then bring that right arm under the left. Give yourself a big hug here, stretch the upper back. Relax out, bring those arms straight out to the side, stretch that chest. Left arm under right, big hug here. Reach one out, 1 time more out to the sides. Exhale, release those arms down. All right, let's come into side body stretch. Right hand down, left arm up and over, stretch the side body. Inhale, lift, and then release to the left. Left hand down, right arm up and over. You can bend that left elbow if you want to go a bit deeper. Just make sure the hips are staying on the floor here, the butt's on the floor. Inhale, lift. Release once more to the right. Inhale, lift. Release once more to the left. Inhale, lift. Come back to center, and then we're going to come forward this time. So reach those hands out in front of you, just coming into a bit of a forward fold here, with the legs crossed. You should feel the stretch mainly in your dominant hip, which will be the front one. You may feel some in the low back as well too. This is a good one to release the low back. Work those hands back in and switch which legs in front. Get those legs repositioned, then walk those hands back out in front of you. Come into a fold on the opposite side. You should feel that stretch in the opposite hip here. And then work those hands back in, come back up to center, and we're going to make our way into child's pose. So come into hands and knees. Bring those big toes together, sit back on the heels, and then release the upper body down. Let those arms reach out in front of you, forehead to the mat here. Just relax into child's pose for a few breath cycles. It's a great place to give the forehead a bit of a massage just by rolling the head side to side. We'll continue to open up the neck and shoulders a bit by doing so. Take your time here. Not in a hurry. Just gently working through our practice today. Come back to center. We're going to stretch the arms out a bit. Leave those elbows on the mat. Bring the thumbs to the back of the neck. Into that tricep stretch there. And the option to walk those elbows out a bit if you want to go deeper here. Release those hands down and stay nice and low, lifting just a little bit. We're going to walk the hands around to the right, stretching the left side of the body. And then walk around to the left side, stay nice and low. Stretch the right side body. And then work your way back around the center. You're gonna lift up into tabletop here. Bring those knees under the hips and the wrists under the shoulders here. And let's do 3 rounds of cat-cow here. So with the inhale, pull the belly button in, arch the back, drop the head for cat. Exhale, release, pull the chest through, come into cow. 2 more, inhale, lift, cat. Exhale, lower cow. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, pull the chest through. Back to center. And we're going to come into a calf stretch here. I'm going to move forward a bit so I don't cause it too much. Reach those right toes to the back of the mat. Stretch out the calf. Make sure you're keeping that right hip pointed down towards the mat. Bring that knee back under you and then move to the opposite side. Left toes to the back of the mat. Stretch the calf out. Keep that hip pointed down. Big stretch for the length of the leg here. That left knee back under you and then sit back on the heels. We're going to come into a bit of quad stretch here. So you can stay up here, especially if it bothers the knees at all. You can even lift up off those knees a bit. But if you'd like a bit more, just bring those hands back towards the hips. Keep the knees on the mat here. We're looking to stretch the quad muscles, the big muscles on the front of the legs. Work your way all the way back forward and then come on down onto your belly. We're going to come into Sphinx. So those forearms are flat to the mat here, elbows under shoulders. Relax the low body, lift that chest, let the shoulders come down your back. Big stretch for the belly and the chest. Lower all the way down, shift those hands under the shoulders. We're going to do 3 baby cobras here. With the inhale, lift the chest and hands. Exhale, set them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Leave those hands on the mat. This time we're going to come in a full cobra. Lengthen those arms out. Push through the hands. Lift the upper body. Make sure those shoulders are down and out of your ears. Even lift the gaze towards the ceiling if you want to go deeper here. Otherwise, keep it neutral. Big stretch for the belly. With your next exhale, release all the way down, nice and slow, controlled, and come into crocodile. We're just gonna make a pillow out of the hands and sit the forehead on the hands, also known as prone Savasana. With the full length of the body, just relax here for a moment. Right, we're going to work that core a bit more here. So lifting it out of crocodile. We're going to move into locust next. So for locust, we're going to extend the arms out in front of us, and we're going to lift the arms and the legs at the same time, kind of like your Superman flying through the air. Hold there for a moment. Exhale, release. 2 more lifts here. Lift, release. Lift with the inhale, hold, exhale, release. All right, we're next going to come into half bow here. So you're going to reach your left hand back towards your left foot, and then with the inhale, lift. So you're lifting that chest, pushing that left foot into the left hand. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Release. And move to the other side. So reaching that right hand back towards the right foot. The inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And release. All right, you have the option to come into full bow here by taking a hold of both feet or coming back to that original locust position. So if you're coming into full bow, reach back, reach those hands to the top of the feet. With the inhale, kick those feet into the hands, lift the chest. As your bow progresses, those thighs will start to lift too. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Release the feet, come back to crocodile. Few breath cycles here, just let everything slow down a bit again. All right, let's make our way from crocodile into tabletop. We're going to work on that core a bit more here. We're going to do just a balancing table. Let's bring the right hand forward and the left toes to the back of the mat. Make sure that left hip is pointed down. We're going to use the inhale to lift. Lock in that core here, keep that spine in a line. Work in the core, work in the glutes. That full center of the body working here. Strong core, strong back leads to better posture, more ease of movement, more stability. Exhale, come back to center. Take a moment there at tabletop. And let's move to left hand, right toes. Inhale, lift. Lock that core in nice and tight here. The more stable we are, the easier it is for us to just move around. Enjoy life without being worried about falls as much. With the exhale, come back to center. Take a moment there in tabletop. And then we're going to move back to right hand, left toes. Inhale, lift. This time we're going to use some core strength to pull the knee and elbow towards one another under the body. Exhale, push them away. Inhale, pull. Exhale, push. Inhale, pull. Exhale, push. Exhale, set them down. Take a moment and tabletop. All right, let's move to left hand, right toes. Inhale, lift. Inhale, pull. Exhale, push. Inhale, pull. Exhale, push. Inhale, pull. One more. Exhale, push. Really lengthen out here. Exhale, set it down. Push back into child's pose. Take a breath there. Alright, lifting back up to tabletop. And then we're going to work our way into some down dogs and three-legged dog. So tuck those toes, lift the hips. Find your first down dog of our practice here today. And this one, paddle the feet a bit. Move those knees, get a good stretch. Keep that breath flowing in and out through the nose. Take your time here. All right, relax those heels for a moment. And then drop those knees to come back to tabletop. Tuck the knees, lift the hips, come back to down dog, this time 3 times coming up onto the toes. Lift with the inhale, release with the exhale. Lift, release, lift, release. Release the knees down, tabletop. Alright, we're going to keep upping the ante here. Tuck those toes, lift the hips, down dog. This time, three-legged dog. Right leg rises. And then you're going to pull that knee under the belly. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull and set that foot down between the hands. Low lunge. Lower that left knee to the mat. Untuck the foot. 3 times we're going to come to high lunge here. Inhale, lift the upper body. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Lift onto those left toes. And this time, 3 times high lunge from here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Set that left knee back on the mat. Untuck the foot. Lengthen out the right leg. Flex that right foot. Upper body comes down. Runner stretch here. Move that right knee under you, making your way back to tabletop. And then tuck those toes, lift the hips, come back to down dog. Right, same sequence, left side. Left leg rises, three-legged dog. Inhale, pull the knee under you. Exhale, lift. Inhale, pull. Exhale, lift. Inhale, pull. Last one. Lift. Pull and set it down. Put it between the hands there. Release the right knee to the mat. Untuck the foot. Inhale, lift the upper body, high lunge. Exhale, release it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Tuck those right toes, lift that knee. Inhale, lift, high lunge. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Right knee to the mat. Untuck the toes. Lengthen out that left leg. Flex the left foot. Upper body comes down towards the leg. Runner stretch. Bring that left knee under you, tabletop. Push back, child's pose. Just a couple breaths here. Your inhale, make your way back to tabletop. And then come horizontal on your mat. Knees, standing on your knees here. We're going to come into some gate stretches and some camel. So start by bringing that right leg out to the side. Right arm on the right leg, left arm up, and then lean everything to the right. Big side body straight stretch here. Inhale, lift back to center, and then release that left hand down. Right arm up and over, let everything reach towards the left side. Notice how different that stretch feels. Inhale, lift back to come to center. Bring that right knee under you, and we're going to come into camel. So I'm going to turn so you can see, but you can stay right where you are. I'm going to bring my hands to my low back for this first one. Let the hips come forward. Let the head come back. Lift the chest. Inhale to return to center. And then we'll move to the left side. So lengthen that left leg out. Left arm on the left leg. Right arm up. Lean everything to the left. Inhale to lift to come to center. And then release everything to the right. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Big gate stretch. Inhale to lift to come to center and bring that left knee back under you. I'm going to turn once more for camel here. This time I'm going to tuck my toes so I have better access to my heels. Bring my hands back towards my heels, lift my chest, push the shoulder or the hips forward. Coming out of camel, come back to center, and then release down into child's pose. It's good to do a child's pose as a counter to camel. Camel can be kind of intense. With your next inhale, make your way back to tabletop. Tuck those toes, lift the hips down, dog.
And then walk those feet towards the hands. Take a few steps, take your time here. Hang out in that forward fold. Just let the upper body hang here. And keep those knees generously bent or at least soft here. You don't want to lock at the joints. A little easier on the joints to keep them soft. I'm into ragdoll by taking a hold of opposite elbows and letting the upper body swing a bit. Releasing the low back, stretching the glutes and the back of the legs. Still the body, release the elbows, push through the feet to roll up to mountain. Take your time, stand tall and proud, open those palms, let the shoulders come back. All right, 3 times upward salute here with the inhale, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale, release the arms back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Stand in mountain for a moment. Tall and proud. And release. All right, we're gonna make our way into our warrior sequences here. We're gonna start in warrior 1. Right foot comes forward, left foot back. Left foot's at a 45-degree angle. Hips and shoulders top of mat. As you've got the low body ready, lift those arms, release the shoulders back, lift the gaze. Nice bend in that front leg. Your next exhale, move to warrior 2. Those hips come open here, the arms come parallel, gaze out over those right fingertips. On your strong warrior 2 positioning, make sure the shoulders are down the back. Bring the left hand forward, step the left foot forward, find mountain. All right, let's move to the left side. So left foot stays forward this time, right foot comes back, hips and shoulders top of mat. Find that positioning, then lift those arms, lift the gaze, find warrior 1. Exhale, move to warrior 2. Bring those arms parallel, allow the hips to open, gaze out over those left fingertips. Long line from arm to arm here. Right arm comes forward, right foot, take a moment in mountain. All right, we're gonna move right back to the right side. Warrior 1. Find your positioning. Move to warrior 2. Come forward, step into mountain, and then sit down into chair. Get that weight in your hips and your heels here. Lift that chest. Inhale to stand. Left side, step that right foot back. Find your warrior 1. Move to warrior 2. Come forward into mountain. Sit into chair. Inhale to stand. Let's move back to warrior 1, right side. Warrior two. This time we'll come into triangle, straighten that front foot, front leg, bring the right hand inside the foot, look up towards that left thumb. Try to create that long line from hand to hand here. Try not to sink down too much. Stay lifted. Use the inhale, lift back to warrior two, and then come forward for mountain. Left side, left foot stays forward. Set up warrior one. Move to warrior two. Transition to triangle. Inhale, lift back to warrior two. Come back, forward, mountain. Warrior one, right side. Warrior two. Come forward to mountain. This time we're going to work on a little bit of hip flexor strength. I'm going to move away from my wall a little bit here. So from here, we're going to do a knee lift. Right leg comes up. If this feels good here, you're going to push that right heel out in front of you. The goal is to get this leg parallel to the floor as much as possible. So release and stand. Move to left side. Left foot comes forward. Find warrior one. Transition warrior two. Come forward for mountain. And then set up for a knee lift on left side. With that left knee, find your balance. Push that left heel out in front of you. Stand tall. Set the foot down, stand on 2 feet, find mountain. All right, one more warrior transition. Right foot forward, left foot back. Warrior one. Transition warrior two. Come forward for mountain. This time we're going to do tree. I'm going to turn towards you so you can see a little bit better. Just going to bring my right toes up and open up the knee and the hip first. You can stay right here if you want. Or if you want to move that foot up to the calf or to the inner thigh, go for it. Just avoid the knee joint. Hands can come to center if you choose. You bring those arms out. Find that spot that works best for you today. Exhale, release, and find mountain. All right, I'm going to turn so we can do left side. Left foot forward, right foot back, finding warrior one, left side, last time. Lift. Transition warrior two. Come forward for mountain. This time I'll stay here. Open up that left knee. Start with left toes to the mat. Bring the foot to the inner calf or the inner thigh. Hands to chest. Or open out if that feels good for you today. And come back to center. Release the mountain. All right, we're going to close out our peak session here, peak part of our practice with 3 rounds of sun salutation A. So either bringing those feet directly under the hips or big toes together, heels slightly apart, whatever feels best for you. I'm going to keep my feet a little bit wider today. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, mountain. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, return to mountain. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, return to mountain. Couple breath cycles here. Feel that heart beating. Exhale, release the hands. And come on down to your mat. We're going to start really winding it down here. It's still going to work a bit, but we're going to start to stretch and move a little bit slower. So this is coming to thread the needle from tabletop. You're going to let that right arm rise. Bring it through the hole created on the left side. Shoulder and ear down. Reach that left hand out in front of you. This is a shoulder opener. Feel it in your upper back. Feel some opening in the neck as well. Your next inhale, lift back to center. Back to tabletop, and we'll move to the opposite side. Left arm up. Bring it through the hole created on the right, shoulder and ear down, reach that right hand out in front of you. inhale to lift back to center. Then we're going to move into lizard. I'm going to do left side first because that's the side of my body that's facing the camera. So I'm going to bring my left foot up and outside of both hands. Scoot my right knee back a little bit. And then from here you can stay right here if you're feeling a nice stretch. Or you can roll that left foot out to the knife edge, deepen the stretch there. And if you want even more, you can come down onto the forearms. It's a big stretch for the hip, the knee, and the ankle, all on that same side. Some people love lizard, others groan when we move into it in practice. Use your next inhale to lift back to center. Bring that leg around, tabletop. Shift to the opposite side, right foot up and outside the hands. Move that left knee back a bit. Roll that right foot out onto the knife edge. May stay there, may come down lower. Do your best to relax the upper body as much as possible. Most of the action should be happening in the leg, the right leg this time. The rest of the body should be fairly relaxed. Use an inhale, lift back to center. Bring that knee back under you, tabletop. All right, take a seat on your mat. We're gonna come into turtlenecks. So we're gonna bring the soles together, kind of like you would in butterfly, but we're gonna keep the heels a little bit further away from the board here. And bring them in a little bit. Bring those arms underneath the legs and then fold forward. You might even round here a little bit. Turtle is one of my favorite yin postures. It's a really nice stretch for the back and a gentle stretch for the hips. With your next inhale, start making your way out of turtle. Lengthen those legs out. And then we'll come into your forward fold. Lift the upper body, reach forward. Let the upper body come down towards the lower body. Settle into your seated forward fold here. It's a great stretch for the hamstrings, the glutes, the low back. Release with your next exhale, and lift with your next inhale. All right, let's make our way down onto our backs. Feet flat, knees bent, arms relaxed along your sides. Knees are about hip width distance apart here. I'm gonna come into bridge. So with the inhale, lift the hip points up, settle the weight into the feet and into the shoulders. Lift those hips up nice and high, engage the glutes. Release with the exhale, bring the tailbone back down to the mat. Take a moment there. Then come into waterfall, just lift those legs straight up. Point those toes up towards the ceiling. Let the full length of the body release, full length of the back release into the mat here. down to the mat, knees bent, feet flat. Making our way into reclined pigeon, we're going to bring that right ankle to the left knee and then pull in on that left thigh. This should really let that low back release into the mat. Gentle hip opener on that right side. Opportunity to give that left ankle a couple rotations. Work the foot a little bit. The exhale, set it down, come back to neutral. Transition to the opposite side, left ankle, right knee, pull in on that right thigh, same thing, reclined pigeon, left side, and that left hip open and stretch. Option to rotate that right ankle a couple times, that right foot. And then set it down, release. Back to neutral. Let's do a little supine twist. Work that low back a little bit here. Good for our digestion. We're going to shift the hips a bit to the left, drop the knees to the right. Do your best to just relax into it. Make sure you're keeping that left shoulder in the mat, not lifting up here. We want to make sure that the work is in the belly and waist here, more than in the chest. Inhale to come back to center, center everything back up. And then transition to the opposite side. So hips a bit to the right, drop those knees to the left. Settle into your twist here. Inhale to come back to center, back to neutral here. And we're going to come into happy baby today. So take a hold of the inside of the feet with the hands. You keep those knees bent here. Really want to release that low back into the mat here. From here, you can move and stretch. Work those legs. Might roll a little bit here. Do what feels good. Next exhale, release the feet, lengthen the legs out. We're going to do a knee to chest here. Pull that right knee up and into the chest and around towards the armpits. Release with the exhale and shift to the opposite side. Left knee up, in and around, knee to chest. Release with the exhale, lengthen both legs out, make your way into Savasana, final resting pose. Take a moment to adjust, move anything that needs to be settled in. Let those feet roll open, toes out to the sides. Relax the shoulder blades into the mat. Open the chest, soften the belly. Relax the face, let the eyes close. Take a moment to tune into the breath as it comes in through the nose, fills the body, and then gently leaves. Stay with the breath here for about 5 cycles. We're going to make our way out of Savasana. The fingers and toes move a little bit. The head rolls side to side a few times. Full body stretch. Extend the arms, lengthen the legs out, stretch from fingers to toes. Release with the exhale. Cross the ankles, roll up to a seat. Take an easy pose. Roll those shoulders back a few times, move the neck. And let's close today with 2 deep breaths together. Big inhale in through the nose, out through the nose. Full breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let it go.